The deal, and here's how you got to look at it, right? Y'all don't understand that why y'all only heard 3 albums out of Shannon his whole entire life and career is because I was blackballed in the music industry. Why? For calling Benny Medina a bundle of sticks. Okay? But before that, now remember, when I first came out with my albums, you see Shan with the Puma suits and you see Shan.
The world of Hollywood has been rocked to its core. In a shocking twist that nobody saw coming, Kevin Hart has issued a chilling warning to Will Smith run. And the reason? Recently surfaced Epstein videos that reportedly reveal everything behind the scenes, exposing truths that could shake the entire industry. For years, the Hollywood elite have hidden secrets behind closed doors, but now the veil is lifting. The videos allegedly capture moments that were never meant to be public, powerful figures, private dealings, and explosive revelations that threaten to change the narrative forever. Kevin Hart's warning is not casual. It's urgent. It's real. And it carries a weight that every fan, insider, and celebrity watcher should take seriously. Social media has exploded. Fans are debating, theorizing, and sharing clips nonstop. Comment sections are flooded with shock, disbelief, and speculation. Memes and reaction videos are spreading like wildfire. Everyone wants to know, what exactly do these Epstein videos reveal? Why is Kevin Hart so concerned? And most importantly, what could happen next? This isn't just celebrity gossip. This is a story about power, influence, and the secrets that shape Hollywood behind the cameras. The stakes are higher than ever. And now, the countdown has begun. Will Smith has been put on notice, the truth is out, the world is watching, and the consequences could be unimaginable. Stay tuned, because this story is just starting to unravel, and when it does, it will leave everyone speechless. The warning had just been issued, and the tension in Hollywood was palpable. Kevin Hart's message to Will Smith run wasn't just a dramatic headline, it was a real, urgent alert that carried weight far beyond social media chatter. Behind closed doors, insiders whispered about the recently surfaced Epstein videos, footage, and documents that allegedly exposed some of the most guarded secrets of Tinseltown's elite. And if the rumors were true, the revelations weren't just scandalous, they were dangerous. In the plush offices of major Hollywood studios, executives convened emergency meetings. Phones buzzed incessantly as producers, managers, and lawyers assessed the potential fallout. Nobody wanted to be caught unprepared if the videos contained explosive content implicating powerful figures. A simple leak could send shockwaves through the industry, threatening reputations, careers, and relationships that had taken decades to build. Meanwhile, Kevin Hart, known for his comedic genius and magnetic charisma, had taken a side that surprised many. He wasn't just commenting from afar, he was directly warning one of Hollywood's most prominent figures. Sources close to Hart revealed that his concern wasn't trivial. The videos allegedly contained evidence of things that, if revealed, could have immediate personal and professional consequences for Will Smith and others. Hart's urgency came from more than loyalty, it came from knowledge, from being someone in the know. Social media erupted immediately. Fans, journalists, and entertainment influencers dissected every detail of Kevin Hart's warning. Speculation ran rampant. What exactly was in the Epstein videos? How involved was Will Smith? And why was Hart so adamant that Smith needed to take action quickly? Comment sections flooded with theories, memes, and reaction videos, amplifying the drama in ways even the most seasoned publicists could not anticipate. In private, Will Smith was reportedly reeling. Close friends and advisors described him as tense and contemplative. He understood the gravity of Kevin Hart's warning. It wasn't just celebrity theatrics. It was a serious advisory about real, potentially career-altering revelations. His team scrambled to assess risks, consulting legal experts and strategists to determine the safest course of action. The weight of legacy, reputation, and public perception pressed heavily on him. The Hollywood elite, meanwhile, watched silently. Many knew about Epstein's influence and the dark, hidden connections within the industry, but seeing someone like Kevin Hart break the code of silence was unprecedented. The warning sent a ripple through A-list circles, reminding everyone that no one was untouchable and that secrets, no matter how deeply buried, could surface at any time. Fans and observers were captivated. Social media posts, TikTok reactions, YouTube breakdowns, and Instagram live discussions multiplied by the hour. Everyone wanted to decode the story, to piece together what was real and what was speculation. The combination of Kevin Hart's urgency and the shadow of Epstein's files created a perfect storm for viral attention, blending celebrity drama with elements of mystery and danger. Behind the scenes, rumors suggested that the Epstein videos were far more comprehensive than previously thought. Alleged footage, private communications, and confidential meetings hinted at a web of influence connecting actors, producers, and other powerful figures. Kevin Hart's warning was a signal that even the most insulated celebrities were not immune to exposure. Inside the Hollywood sphere, tension escalated further. Meetings behind closed doors became heated, with discussions about how to control narratives, protect reputations, and manage the media frenzy. Lawyers were drafting statements, and publicists were preparing contingency plans. It was a high-stakes chess game where every move mattered, and even a single misstep could escalate the drama beyond control. Kevin Hart, in private, remained focused and deliberate. Friends noted that his warning wasn't impulsive, it was calculated. He understood both the personal and public stakes, and his actions demonstrated a combination of courage and strategy. He was willing to stand up publicly, even if it meant stepping into controversy, because he believed the warning could prevent serious fallout for Will Smith. Meanwhile, the Epstein videos continued to haunt discussions across entertainment circles. The possibility that they contained incriminating evidence was enough to make even the most confident industry figures uneasy. Speculation about their content, scope, and impact ran rampant, fueling endless debate and keeping audiences glued to every new update. As the days unfolded, tension mounted further. Kevin Hart's warning became a reference point for every conversation about Hollywood, secrecy, and accountability. Fans dissected every public statement, trying to read between the lines, while insiders weighed the implications of silence versus exposure. The narrative was no longer just about the videos, it was about power, influence, and the lengths people would go to protect their legacy. Publicly, Will Smith remained composed, but sources indicated that privately he was navigating a complex storm. Each decision had potential consequences for his career, his reputation, and his relationships. The combination of Kevin Hart's warning, the looming threat of leaked content, and the unpredictable reactions of fans and media created a tension unlike anything Hollywood had seen in years. It was clear that the Epstein videos were more than just sensational rumors. They represented a turning point, a moment where secrecy clashed with exposure, where celebrity influence met raw, unfiltered danger, and where Kevin Hart's warning could be the difference between controlled damage and total chaos. Hollywood was watching. Fans were watching. And everyone knew that the next moves, by Will Smith, Kevin Hart, and anyone connected to the Epstein saga, could change the entire narrative forever. The warning had spread like wildfire. Kevin Hart's urgent message to Will Smith reverberated throughout Hollywood, leaving insiders and fans alike on edge. Social media was flooded with speculation. What exactly did the Epstein videos reveal, and why did Hart feel the need to issue such a dire warning? Every post, every comment, and every meme added fuel to the fire, creating a whirlwind of drama that no one could ignore. Behind closed doors, Will Smith's team worked tirelessly. Legal advisors, managers, and close friends were in constant consultation, weighing every potential move. The fear wasn't just public embarrassment, it was the possibility of explosive information surfacing, details that could disrupt careers, relationships, and legacies. Each scenario was carefully analyzed. Contingency plans were drafted, statements were rehearsed, and potential outcomes were debated relentlessly. Kevin Hart, meanwhile, remained a figure of both concern and influence. Sources close to him revealed that his warning was more than casual advice. It was a calculated decision based on insider knowledge of the Epstein files. He understood the gravity of what had been uncovered and the danger posed to Will Smith and others involved. Hart's credibility gave weight to the warning, sending a ripple of urgency through Hollywood circles. The media frenzy escalated. Entertainment news outlets, YouTubers, and TikTok commentators dissected every detail. Clips of Hart's warning circulated endlessly, with millions analyzing his tone, body language, and choice of words. Every subtle nuance was scrutinized for hidden meaning. The story was no longer just about the videos, it was about power, influence, and the shockwaves that could follow if the allegations were verified. Rumors about the content of the Epstein videos began circulating. Some claimed the footage implicated multiple high-profile figures in secretive dealings, while others suggested it contained financial or legal irregularities that could spark massive industry upheaval. Every leak, every insider tip, and every unverified claim added to the suspense, keeping fans and media on high alert. In private meetings, Will Smith faced immense pressure. Every decision carried weight, from how to respond publicly to whether to confront individuals behind the leaks. Advisors emphasized caution, reminding him that the wrong move could escalate the situation beyond repair. But the emotional burden was intense. Hart's warning had made it personal, and Smith couldn't ignore the potential risks to his reputation and safety. Kevin Hart's involvement added another layer of complexity. His public warning was unprecedented, showing that he wasn't just a bystander, but a key player in navigating this crisis. Friends described him as determined and focused, someone who understood both the stakes and the optics. Hart's credibility lent gravity to the situation, making it clear that this wasn't mere gossip, it was a serious matter demanding immediate attention. Social media amplified every reaction. Fans created theories, memes, and reaction videos, turning the drama into a cultural spectacle. Discussions spanned forums, comment sections, and live streams, each one dissecting the possible implications of the Epstein videos. Public sentiment ranged from outrage to fear, as people speculated on the depth of the revelations and the potential fallout for the stars involved. Meanwhile, Hollywood insiders scrambled to contain the narrative. PR teams, studio executives, and publicists were engaged in constant crisis management, trying to control leaks and manage perceptions. Meetings behind closed doors were tense, with heated discussions about strategy, messaging, and potential alliances. The pressure was palpable, as every decision could shift public opinion and affect careers. The tension intensified as whispers of further leaks emerged. Sources suggested that more damaging material could surface if the situation wasn't handled carefully. Each rumor fueled speculation, heightening anxiety and anticipation. Fans and media alike awaited the next development, knowing that the story could escalate at any moment. Kevin Hart's warning had set a new standard for celebrity intervention. He wasn't just commenting on the situation, he was actively shaping the narrative. His decision to alert Will Smith demonstrated both courage and strategic insight. It was a reminder that in Hollywood, even the most powerful figures are vulnerable, and that timing, influence, and authenticity can alter the course of events dramatically. Will Smith's response was measured but deliberate. Private statements to advisors emphasized caution, but public appearances hinted at the underlying tension. Observers noted subtle changes in behavior, interviews with careful phrasing, and a heightened awareness of personal interactions. The warning had clearly impacted his approach, making every move calculated and every word significant. As days turned into weeks, the Epstein videos continued to loom large over Hollywood. New leaks, insider revelations, and unverified claims kept the drama alive, creating an atmosphere of suspense and uncertainty. Fans tracked every development obsessively, while industry professionals worked tirelessly behind the scenes to manage risk and protect reputations. In the midst of the chaos, Kevin Hart's credibility grew stronger. His willingness to issue a public warning demonstrated a rare combination of foresight, influence, and authenticity. Observers noted that his intervention had shifted the narrative, turning what could have been a contained scandal into a high-stakes cultural moment with global attention. The emotional weight of the situation was undeniable. For Will Smith, the combination of potential exposure, public scrutiny, and the personal stakes made every decision critical. Advisors emphasized the importance of strategy, communication, and timing, understanding that any misstep could escalate the situation further. Meanwhile, speculation about the content of the Epstein videos intensified. Alleged connections, financial irregularities, and secretive meetings were discussed across media platforms. Each revelation, real or rumored, added tension, making it clear that the story was far from over. The stakes were high, and the world was watching every move. The stage was set for the ultimate confrontation. Kevin Hart's warning had changed the dynamics entirely, creating pressure, anticipation, and uncertainty. Will Smith's next moves, the potential fallout from the videos, and the reactions of Hollywood insiders would determine the trajectory of the story. One thing was certain, the drama was far from over. The combination of celebrity influence, explosive secrets, and public scrutiny had created a situation where every action mattered. Fans, media, and insiders knew that the next chapter would be even more intense, and that Hollywood would never view power, secrecy, or influence in the same way again. The tension had reached its peak. Kevin Hart's warning had spread across Hollywood like a wildfire, and Will Smith now faced a storm that no publicist or advisor could fully control. Every move he made was scrutinized, every interview dissected, and every social media post amplified across platforms. The Epstein videos, the alleged smoking gun, loomed over him like a shadow, threatening not just reputation, but relationships, alliances, and the carefully curated image he had built over decades. Private meetings behind closed doors were intense. Lawyers, managers, and security teams huddled with Smith, analyzing every possible outcome. Should he respond publicly? Remain silent? Move locations? The advice was endless, conflicting, and high stakes. Kevin Hart's warning had made it clear that the matter was urgent. Every hour could matter. Every decision could trigger another cascade of exposure. Meanwhile, Kevin Hart's credibility soared. His warning was no longer just a dramatic statement. It was being treated as a serious intervention. Insider sources suggested Hart had access to verified information from the Epstein files, knowledge that could implicate figures across the industry. His decision to speak out publicly had changed the game entirely, signaling that even the most powerful celebrities were vulnerable. Social media exploded like never before. Memes, reaction videos, breakdowns, and theories multiplied by the hour. Fans were glued to every clip, every comment, every subtle gesture. The drama wasn't just entertainment, it was a cultural event. Every user became a detective, analyzing videos, screenshots, and leaks, trying to connect the dots. The hashtag trends alone dominated worldwide attention. Speculation about the Epstein videos intensified. Rumors suggested the footage included private meetings, undisclosed communications, and interactions with some of the most influential figures in Hollywood. Each leak, real or fabricated, added pressure, forcing Smith and his team to carefully strategize next steps. The public couldn't be ignored, and the media frenzy showed no signs of slowing. Kevin Hart remained a central figure. Sources described him as calm, focused, and deliberate. His warning wasn't reckless, it was strategic. He understood both the risks and the optics. By speaking out, he had put Hollywood on notice. Respect, caution, and awareness were mandatory, and secrets, no matter how carefully hidden, could be exposed at any time. Inside Smith's inner circle, anxiety mixed with action. Advisors debated the safest approaches: delay, deny, or address. Every word spoken in public could escalate or mitigate the fallout. Every tweet, comment, or post carried weight. The stakes weren't just Hollywood gossip. They were personal, legal, and emotional. Meanwhile, the public consumed every development voraciously. Reaction videos flooded YouTube, TikTok creators analyzed subtle cues, and Twitter threads unraveled every possible scenario. Fans speculated on Hart's motivations, Smith's potential moves, and the magnitude of the secrets revealed in the Epstein videos. The engagement was unprecedented, The story had transcended celebrity drama and become a full-blown cultural moment. Rumors circulated that additional video clips and documents were surfacing behind the scenes. Each leak added a new layer of suspense and complexity, forcing everyone involved to reevaluate strategy. Insiders suggested some files could contain explosive evidence of wrongdoing, secretive alliances, or controversial dealings. Hollywood was on edge, and the pressure on Smith was immense. Kevin Hart's warning had shifted dynamics in ways no one anticipated. He had moved from observer to influencer, shaping not just public perception, but the actions of those directly involved. His credibility, judgment, and timing made him a key player, and the world watched closely to see what would happen next. Will Smith's response was cautious, but resolute. Public appearances were calculated, interviews carefully phrased, and personal interactions monitored. Every move was under scrutiny. Privately, he reviewed every potential legal and PR scenario, understanding that the wrong step could escalate the situation into irreparable damage. The story reached a boiling point when partial leaks of the Epstein files were allegedly made public. Reactions ranged from shock to outrage, and the media frenzy intensified. Analysts dissected every detail, fans theorized endlessly, and social media conversations became nonstop. The tension in Hollywood was palpable, and no one could predict how far the fallout would extend. Kevin Hart remained a voice of caution. Insiders reported that he continued to advise Smith behind the scenes, emphasizing urgency and discretion. His intervention had prevented impulsive reactions, guided strategic decisions, and amplified the seriousness of the situation. Without his warning, the consequences could have been catastrophic. By now, it was evident that the Epstein videos were more than a scandal. They were a catalyst for revealing the hidden power dynamics of Hollywood. Kevin Hart's warning had forced transparency, accountability, and urgency, creating a situation where everyone involved had to act carefully or risk permanent damage. As the story unfolded, the world watched. The tension between secrecy and exposure, celebrity influence, and public scrutiny had reached its apex. Every statement, action, and leak mattered. Kevin Hart had changed the narrative, Will Smith had to navigate the storm, and Hollywood, the industry built on image, influence, and secrecy, had been shaken to its core. The drama wasn't just ending, it was reaching its climax. Every stakeholder, every fan, and every observer knew that the fallout could redefine the landscape of celebrity accountability forever. Kevin Hart's warning wasn't just advice. It was a wake-up call, a catalyst, and a turning point that would be remembered for years to come. The story has unfolded, and the tension is real. Kevin Hart's warning to Will Smith isn't just drama, it's a wake-up call that has rocked Hollywood to its core. The Epstein videos are out there, secrets are surfacing, and the world is watching every move. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. Do you think Will Smith should take Kevin Hart's warning seriously? Are the Epstein videos really as explosive as they're rumored to be? Fans are divided. Some are shocked by the revelations. Others are speculating about what comes next. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you Team Will Smith, trusting Hart's warning, or do you think there's more to the story behind the scenes? Smash that like button if you respect courage, honesty, and celebrities standing up for each other in moments of crisis. This isn't just entertainment, it's a story about influence, secrecy, and the power of truth. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next explosive update. The Epstein saga isn't over, and trust us, you won't want to miss what happens next. Share this video with friends who live for drama, Hollywood secrets, and shocking revelations. Watch closely, comment passionately, and stay tuned because in the world of Hollywood, the truth always finds a way to surface, and Kevin Hart just reminded everyone that even the biggest stars have to be careful.